Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while, and in this video I want to give you a thorough update of my Aquascape Line 90 Aquascape, which has been running for I want to say 2 or 3 months. I'll put the exact number below, but I think it's turning out quite beautifully. It hasn't been without its issues. There are still some blackbeard algae areas on the Cyperus helferi leaf tips. But do you know what? I'm just leaving it. I'm not touching it. I'm not dosing any liquid carbon products like XL or similar. And I'm just letting the tank do its thing, and hopefully it's just going to die back on its own accord. It's not getting any worse, so I'm fairly confident it will disappear eventually. Even if it doesn't, it still looks beautiful. You know, I'm happy to live with a few little black specks here and there. I didn't intend to really go for Anubias initially. I was just going to keep it really kind of spiky textures, but I really love the Anubias here. I love that contrasting colour, the darker green and the round texture. I think it works really well. And this is just petite, so I would like to add, and there's a little bit of mini coin actually here. I would like to add some more mini coin to enhance that texture. The spiky stem plant here, this is Juncus repens, and it's just growing as an epiphyte there, just growing attached to the wood, and that is also planted in the background there. And we've already mentioned the Cyperus helferi, but there's also some Eleocharis montidavensis. Let's get a close-up of that for you. I've never succeeded with this plant until now, and I'm really happy. So I did have quite a bit of die-off. There's still a little bit of die-off, but there is lots of new growth. If I come around to the left, I'm hoping I'll see a lot more dense growth. Yeah, look at that. That's great, isn't it? I'm not really given it a look from this side yet. So yeah, you can really get that vibe, that spiky texture vibe that I'm going for. Some of the moss is starting to take as well. I'm not sure what species. I think it might even be mini Christmas moss, which is quite rare. And then I do have some Ricardia Camodrifolia there, and there's also some here. I love this plant. It looks like a mini, they call it coral pellia, so it looks like like a plating coral, like an acropora almost, like a bright green hard coral. Really interesting. It's not a moss, it's actually a liverwort. So I think it's the same family as the Riccia. It's a lot slower growing now. Yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it, see the different colours of the stem plants. The Juncus repens is very pale. I think I'd almost say that's a nutrient deficiency, but I do quite like the contrast with the dark green. Yeah, so that's the plants. So we do have some hair grasses as well, I've got to show you. We do have a bit of a snail infestation, which I'm going to sort out. So we've got 3 different Eleocharis there. We've got Eleocharis persilla, which is the really small, short hair grass at the front, and that's going into a regular Eleocharis acicularis, and then into the mixture of the Eleocharis montidavensis and the Cyperus there. The Hardscape, there is a video, separate video on the Hardscape. It took me a good few weeks to come up with a Hardscape composition. But yeah, triangular layout. There's just some cherry shrimp, amano shrimp, and a couple of platies at the moment. I am going to be stocking the final kind of display fish, in inverted commas, soon, and I am after suggestions, so do let me know. So yeah, it's just I say this phrase so often, it's a joy to live with, but it really is. You know, I'm sat here on my chair, and then I have a very privileged view here. I'm just going to turn the studio light off because it's quite it's reflecting in the glass. So So yeah, this is the vibe. I sit here and taking the view. The little waterfall tank's looking great there. I love the asparagus fern. The Highline 400. And then that's my living space where we sort of chill and watch telly. There's my other tank, Scopoline 60. I'm going to make some changes in the Scopoline 90. Very minor. I'm going to clean the hosing, and I'm actually considering moving it to the front left, because at the moment, let me just put the light back on again. Where are we? There we go. So if we go inside the cabinet, so this is the Aquascape Scopoline cabinet. Comes with really cool magnet tool holders. Really powerful, really cool. So normally you put the Biomaster filter on here and then you slide it out, you see, to maintain the pre-filter. But I put it on this side because I wanted the glassware on this side. And they originally had the glass outlet and inlet in the rear right corner. And what that was doing, it was blowing the plants, obviously, across this way. But I was getting a huge amount of BBA building up on the leaves, much worse than you see now. And I believe that the high flow and CO2 concentration exacerbated that BBA, because I believe BBA does really thrive in high CO2 conditions and high flow conditions. So do let me know what you think in the comments if you've experienced anything like that. So instead of having the outlet, which is blowing CO2 because of the inline diffuser here, because that's blowing, you can see quite a lot of CO2 there I'm pumping in. You know, that is now blowing into more of an open space, and then it comes back round again, but at a much slower velocity, so the bubbles coming back again on the cyperus will be they'll be kind of hanging in the air and not sort of pounding that plant tissue. So I think that's helpful, and I think that's one of the reasons I'm now seeing a reduction in the BBA growth. Anyway, it's all very interesting. BBA is one of those very kind of enigmatic algae, really, I think. Anyway, so yes, I think I'm going to actually move. I don't know. I don't know if I need to. If it's, yeah, I think it's okay. But I definitely will clean the glassware and the pipe work. And you can maintain the pre-filter quite easily. You just tilt it towards yourself rather than use the drawer. This is the Aquascape Biomaster 850 Thermo. It's the Biomaster 2, so there's some improvements in efficiency and pipe work as well. And it's just filled with the regular media. I don't use any supplementary filter media, I don't change any out. It's just the regular sponges and the biomedia that comes with it. But you can actually now get supplementary medias, though. For instance, there's a carbon, and there's lots of others as well for different purposes. So yeah, while we're here, what we've got here, fertilisers. So yeah, every day I fertilise the daily fertiliser. I just put a capful in every day, and then twice a week, so every sort of third day, I put in a capful of the mineral mix as well. And that's the same principle for the Highline 400, but basically twice the amount. There are a lot of snails in here, as you can see. The shrimp are breeding. I don't mind the ram swan snails, the big ones there. And they're quite cool, and they do eat algae, but the bladder snails, the tiny, those little snails crawling over the rock, no, they're mini ram swans. There's a lot of bladder snails in here anyway, that they're so prolific. You can see them all on the glass or on the wood. So I'm going to siphon a load of those away. And then I might even put some Botia monkeys in here, the dwarf chain loaches, just to keep on top of that population. But I'm a little bit worried they'll just decimate the shrimps, I'm not sure. Let me know what you think in the comments. So that's the fertiliser, the filtration, and we've got the substrate, which is a Aquascape soil, a couple of bags, and then I've got a cosmetic kind of sand foreground gravel there, and then a mixture of Sirius stone. I think it's all Sirius stone, yeah, and then sort of regular driftwood with smaller pieces of manzanita and little twigs to give more detail. Lighting is 2 Oase premium LED 65s, so they don't actually span the whole aquarium, but they don't need to. 65 centimeters and the aquarium is 90. But they're controllable with an app, and you have the controller as well here, so this connects to your Wi-Fi, and then there's an app on your phone, and then you have full control over the lighting, which is really cool. You have a full control over the spectrum, photo periods, and you've even got like natural effects like storm, cloud movement, stuff like that. So yeah, it's working. The colour rendition's nice, it's growing the plants really well. So yeah, very happy with the Oase premium LEDs and the controller there. So that is the scape in a nutshell. That's where we're at this point, 2-3 months after planting. Really happy to see this one evolving. I am considering putting a light screen on the back because, as you can see, the banding is a little bit annoying. So yeah, a very easy way to get rid of that is either go black background or a light screen, which I think would look good with like a blue graduated kind of background to give like a sky effect. I think that would look great. Anyway, the next video on this tank will be me putting the final display fish in, so please do let me know any final thoughts. I'm thinking a taller body shoaling fish with maybe some stripes to accentuate the vertical nature of the grasses, so something like tiger barbs or pentazona barbs. Do let me know your thoughts. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. Just a bit of an impromptu vlog. Nice to get back into the swing of things. Going to be lots more content coming soon. Take care. Keep on scaping. Cheerio.